In this video you are going to learn 10 of the best strategies on how to get filthy rich in Bannerlord. Doing these things will make you the richest man in Calradia in no time.
Or a woman, if any woman play the game.
First thing I would recommend you to do is join tournaments. Anytime you see a tournament in a town, make sure to check it out. The rewards are expensive. Your aim are tier 5 or tier 6 armor and weapons. Sometimes they can go for as much as tens of thousands of gold, especially if you have this perk here which reduces the trade penalty when selling equipment. In this case, this helm costs over 30,000 gold. Also make sure to join tournaments that offer horses as rewards because they also can go for a very good amount of gold. Here we can also include a little trick that you can use to find the best items possible. Before checking the reward of a tournament, make sure to save, because the reward is picked whenever you click on the join button. So just go ahead and save before entering a tournament and reload if you want to get a better item. If you want to make some easy extra gold, be a mercenary. A mercenary is someone who fights for a kingdom without really being a part of it. But how can it make you a good amount of gold? Well, first of all, you don't really have to fight other kingdom parties. You can just fight with bandits and you will still get paid, because they count as an enemy. This way you make gold and gather some fighting experience in the early game. But if you manage to defeat enemy lords or mercenary parties, then the payment goes up a lot. And after very big battles, you can get enough to buy yourself the king of all cities. Hvalvik. Or at least you can get a workshop in there. In general, the more influence you get from battles, the higher your payment is. Particularly in the early game, it is nice to complete quests. A lot of them are really easy to complete and usually they are going to give you thousands of gold, which can be a huge gold boost in the early game. The example you see here is the overpriced materials quest. You can easily complete it by going to a nearby iron selling village, buy iron and then give it to the merchant. As you can see, you can get over 10,000 gold from this quest. The best ones are the quests given by notables or lords. If you have ever played Warband,
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
you already know that the blunt weapons are the kings of the game. That's because using them will give you a lot more prisoners, and you know that prisoners can be converted into gold. You can always sell them at the tavern for a good amount. The higher the tier of a prisoner, the more gold you get for him. If you want to take this strategy a step further, you can equip your companions with blunt weapons or get soldiers who use them. Or get this perk in the medicine skill. And if you have a good bandit skill level, you can also get this perk to increase the cost of prisoners. Something that I see a lot of players ignore, and probably you are one of them, is trading. Trading is super important as it can generate you a huge amount of gold. Other than that, by trading you will be able to unlock some trading perks that scale up, and the higher your trading skill, the better profit you can get. It is extremely easy, especially when you get perks that tell you where you can make the best profit. Just check out the perks and start trading. While going to trade, make sure to check out the price of hardwood and iron. It's always possible for a town to be short of hardwood or iron, which of course increases their price. If you have some hardwood, you can always turn it into charcoal, which you can sell. Or you can also sell the smelted materials of some weapons Because it's always guaranteed that cheap weapons smelt into materials that cost more than the weapon itself in towns with no iron. You have to be aiming at towns that have no iron ore producing villages, usually the south part of the map. The trading skill also has a perk that is incredibly useful. It is basically free gold that comes in the form of interest. That is a percentage of your total gold, and the higher your total gold is, the higher interest you become. It is capped at 1000 gold per day, which is a massive amount of gold to get each day for doing absolutely nothing. If you have already increased your clan tier, you are now eligible to be a vassal of a kingdom. Being a vassal of a kingdom comes with the benefit of owning a fief. A fief is basically a castle or a town which generates passive income each day. Now, we know that these fiefs can sometimes be expensive because of the garrison, but in order to fix that, you will need a governor. A governor can have a very big impact on the taxes you get, on the wages you pay to the garrison, on anything. Just make sure to pick the right companion. From this menu here, you can see their bonuses. And if you have a companion with decent skills, but the perks are not what you need, you can always go to a tournament master and ask him to reset these perks. When you have gathered enough gold, you should try the new trading convoy system in War Sales. The new trading convoy may be more expensive than the caravans, but so far players have noticed that it is much more profitable, and to be honest, it also feels much safer than the caravans because, from what I have seen so far, sea raiders don't attack convoys at all. It is going to start out with a full inventory of items and have a good profit at first, but over time the goods will get less, the profit will get lower until the ship runs out of items. Then they will go back to the starting point, restock and sell items for a profit once again. Over time they will have made more gold than you have spent for them. And of course, this list can't go without the smithing skill. That is the best gold maker in the game. Why is smithing skill the best gold maker in the game? Well, at high levels you can complete orders for about 100k gold each. I have seen orders go as high as 200k, but it is going to take some time until we can get to these high smithing levels, but it pays off. And if you want to learn more about smithing, you can click on this video here, in which you are going to learn some secret tips and tricks that will make you a better smith. A big thank you to the channel members. If you want to become a part of them and support the channel, you are always welcome to do that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.